Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to Dutchman Plays Mahjong Soul. We're going to be doing our ladder grind, but something a little exciting has happened recently. We have two events going on in Mahjong Soul. Fearless Ichihime and Summertime Anecdotes, so we're going to look through those real quickly just to kind of show them off and show people how they work. Starting with the Summertime Anecdotes, from what I understand, I've never seen this before, this is just like a story event. As you play and win points, you get these little coupons. The coupons unlock the story events as the week goes on. 8-9 to 9-2, so it is just a short event. But it's pretty simple, just win points. Let's go ahead and start with our first story here. Today's weather for Wonhan City looks sunny, with temperatures ranging between 27 degrees and 34 degrees, Celsius of course. Some areas will see light showers around noon, but everyone is reminded to wear sunscreen if going outside. The dulcet voice of the weather reporter emanating from the television keeps reminding me that we have entered the hottest part of the year. Just as I'm thinking about my schedule for the day, my phone vibrates and a message from the Mahjong group chat pops up. Big news, big news! The air conditioning in the dojo is busted, and it's gonna take a full week to repair it. It's hotter than an oven in there, so definitely don't come here. Boy, I sure took one for the team there, didn't I? Furry Komi Master is the most active admin of the Mahjong group chat, and the dojo he mentioned is the one I frequent, the Aqua Dojo. But playing Mahjong in a dojo without air conditioning in this weather? Maybe I should find something else to do. Like checking in on 837? The idea pops in my head when my gaze falls upon some coupons on the coffee table. Eternity Summer exclusive beverage, buy one get one during the event. Refreshing summer just for you, sounds like fun. 837's been working part-time at that cafe near Central Park that went viral, Eternity, and brought a few coupons back yesterday. He said they're holding a special summer promotion and that I should swing by if I had time. Well, no time like the present. Let's go check it out. Despite the inclement weather today, there are still loads of customers waiting. Parasols have also been put up by the entrance to increase the amount of outdoor seating. Master, this way, nya. I look where the sound is coming from, only to see a hand waving frantically above the crowd. Occasionally, a little hop brings a pair of cat ears into view. Sure enough, it's Ichihime. After confirming Ichihime's location, I thread my way through the crowd to arrive at her side, and to my surprise, Eternity has even recruited a priestess from Mahjong Soul Shrine to work here part-time. Kavi's predictions are really spot on. She said that Master would come today, and she was right, nya. Is Kavi here too? This is Reina and Nami. Miss Kavi had a coffee here an hour or so ago, but she has already left. It's so hot outside, why don't you come inside, Dutch? Reina and Nami half opens the door to the coffee shop, and cool air smelling sweetly of fresh coffee and cream hits my senses. I suppose I can see why Eternity has become so popular all of a sudden. In this sort of weather, who could possibly refuse a quality coffee shop offering not only special promotions, but also fully functioning air conditioning? Inside, Eternity is not ostentatious at all, but decorated in a minimalist and comfortable modern style. The designers had made good use of plants and other furnishings to subtly divide the tables, offering customers a degree of privacy. However, instead of taking me to a seat, Ichihime and Reina drag me all the way to the staff rest area. As soon as I walk in, I hear a click as the door locks behind me. Uh-oh, are we gonna get mahjonged? This is... Save us, Dutch! Master successfully captured, nya. Several recent crime news flashes through my head as I assess the strength of the two girls in front of me. I must have misunderstood the situation. Don't be so nervous. We just want to see if you'd be willing to come and help out at the shop for a while. We'd pay you by the day, of course. I have another job. I'm sorry. I can't. But don't you have enough part-time workers already? Ahaha! Well, now that you brought it up, you might just be one of the reasons why we are short of staff. I didn't do... Reina fishes out her phone, opens the forum homepage, and hands it to me. The whole screen is filled with posts about Eternity. Hot in Wonhan City. Eternity. Hashtag Eternity. Pretty cat girl waitress here. Hashtag Eternity. That waiter is so hot. Anyone know if he's taken? Hashtag Eternity. I gotta serve with red today. I'll definitely complete Takanashi's Big 3 Dragons one day. Hashtag Eternity. Today, Miss Chiori is cute as always. OMG. Hashtag eternity, if only cuteness is edible. Yeah, these people getting lots of retweets. Good for them. Hashtag eternity. Oh, there we go. Just repeating what I said. War of Maid. Although I seem to see some familiar IDs among these posts, I instantly understand what Reina meant. In a sense, it actually shows that Eternity has quite a high service standard. Seems Master has understood our current predicament. So quick, go get changed and help Ichihime make some money, nya. And don't worry about the size of the uniform, it's all adjustable within a certain range. Oh, Ichihime can't wait to see how Master looks in the uniform, nya. Declining is clearly not an option. But you know what? The dojo's air conditioning is going to take ages to fix anyway, so why don't I take this time and see what's like? That's not how you contract what it's like to work in a popular cafe. 15 minutes later. I change my clothes and leave the staff lounge, only to see Reina and Ichihime already busy at work. Maybe it'd be better to find someone else to show me the ropes. Looking around, I thought I saw A37 over by a cat tree in the corner, while a familiar voice came from behind some nearby plants. It seemed to be that of Chiori Mikami. Now we'll check on Chiori. I'd have to thread my way through the whole cafe to actually get to the cat tree. To avoid such hassle, I decide to go have a look behind the nearby plants. Ah, I picked wrong. I hate this girl. I walk over to find that it's indeed Chiori Mikami. She seems to be on the phone discussing someone, stone-faced, but she hangs up after seeing me. Oh, it's you. Huh. Judging by your clothes, you must be working part-time here too. Not what I came here to do, but you're not wrong. How come you're here alone? Huh, it's all because of this. Chiori picks up a deck of cards from a neighboring table and hands it to me. Truth or dare? Ryu said this was a necessary skill for working part-time in a cafe. Of course I know how to play this. It's just I need to make sure I can definitively win every time before playing with unfamiliar peasants. Shut up. I look at the figures scurrying busily around me, then at the card in my hand. So Eternity is actually this kind of cafe. Before I can really think about it, Chiori grabs me by my sleeve. Peasant, I'll give you the honor. You are to play with me. I assume you know the rules, I carefully read the instructions on the card. It's just a simple, fun game, nothing too technical. If it's just Chiori and myself, we should be able to solve the problem with rock, paper, scissors. I think so. Let's do rock, paper, scissors. Whoever loses has to choose either truth or dare as punishment. Then just draw a card and do what it says. Rock, paper, scissors? Pff, whatever. That's fine. My fantastic luck should hold. To avoid disturbing others, we decide to go to the staff lounge next door to practice truth or dare. Let the first round begin. Are you ready? Rock, paper, scissors. Scissors. Aha! Did I not say that my luck is impeccable? Still want to trump me in this trifling game, you peasant? Come now, choose your punishment. Dare me. I'll take a dare. Leave your current location and pat the first person you encounter on the head 3 times. Oh. A random card is pulled from the dare deck, which reads, leave your current location and pat the first person you encounter on the head 3 times. Ha ha ha! What sort of monstrous punishment is this? Listen, peasant, if you run into danger, I shall allow you to seek my assistance. I reluctantly leave the gloating Chiori and push open the door, only to bump into Momohina. Oh my god. Mr. Rabbit? Are you here to take a break, Momo? No, I just heard people talking when passing by and wanted to see what was up. Are Mr. Rabbit and Chiori having a bunny family party? We're just doing some truth and dare practice. I'd like to play too. Of course, but before you do, could you let me pat your head 3 times? I don't know why you'd want to do that, but anything for Mr. Rabbit. I reach out and gently pat Momo on the head 3 times. Her hair is as soft and fluffy as her personality, but unfortunately she wasn't able to join in our game and quickly returns to her busy work. I look at myself and Chiori and all I can see are 2 really lazy workers. Never mind, it's better to be properly trained first before starting to work anyways. Come on, get ready! Second round! 3, 2, 1. Rock, paper, scissors! So she beat me scissors last time, which meant she goes rock. She thinks I'm gonna pick scissors again, so she'll pick rock again, so I should pick paper to counter her, obviously. Peasant, it's your turn to take punishment. I'm watching you. Just dare again. A random card is pulled from the dare deck, which read, imitate a cat's meow 3 times. Come on, don't be a bad sport. Nya, nya, nya. What's the matter? You've known Ichihime for ages. How come you still don't know how to say nya? Alright, now say it after me. Nya, nya, nya. Nya, nya, nya. I suppose that counts. Right when we're about to get back to the training, there's a knock at the door, and Reina Nanami comes in. Gotcha, you layabouts. Let me explain, we're just training. Training? This is Chiori. Yes, when I got here this morning, Ryu gave me this and the uniform, saying it's a must-have skill that I have to learn. Truth or dare? Miss Kujo might have gotten the wrong end of the stick when she saw Chiori's maid-style uniform. Eternity is just an ordinary cafe. However, it's not a terrible idea to occasionally offer this sort of fun game. Wait, so you're saying that my training was for nothing? Reina and I glanced at each other. Although Chiori seems angry, that seems to be what happened. Despite the misunderstanding, thanks to Ryu, I still had a busy and enjoyable afternoon. Before I know it, the day is over. Even though my aching muscles are a constant reminder that I'd actually done a lot today, I'm really happy. I forget who it was that said that working is a pleasure if you're working with those you like. I should call it a night and make sure I'm well rested for tomorrow's work. Alright, well that was that. Did not expect that to be as long as it was. But we have day 2, so I might as well just go all in and make this a visual novel episode. Another busy day at Eternity begins. The cafe looks a little different from an employee's perspective. The usually relaxing and comfortable environment becomes now very, very busy, with flying omelet rice and dashing cats. Nya nya nya! Horrible eggs! Taste my shell shatter! Don't forget to pick out the pieces of eggshell, Ichihime. Sure enough, as soon as I enter the kitchen, I see Ichihime locked in a pitched battle with eggs and whisk. I don't know why, but recently she's been super keen on baking and impossible to tear away from the kitchen. Well, in that case, I should tell Isumi Ishihara that we might have a new candidate for the pastry club? In contrast to the frenetic atmosphere of the cafe, today A37 seems a little bit distracted, sitting in a corner and staring at a packed lunch. I poke Reina and ask if she knows what's up. What happened, boss? What do you mean? A37. It's just so rare to see him in a daze. I don't really know what's going on with him either. Mr. A is usually responsible for delivery orders, but he just fell silent when he saw that order today. No idea why. It's surprising that such a thing could happen to the usually very proactive A37. As I walk over to him, I remember that he didn't like people coming up behind him, so I intentionally circled around to the front. Is there a problem with this order? Problem? You could say that. I lean over and take a look at the items. 2 bottles of Eternity Sparkling Orange. While it tastes pretty good, not many people actually order it in a place that specializes in coffee. The address on the label reads Lotus Gardens. If I remember correctly, this is an upscale neighborhood nearby, home to the rich and famous. Maybe some of A37's caution has rubbed off on me, but I suddenly find it a bit weird that someone in such a prestigious neighborhood would order just 2 bottles of sparkling orange from a local cafe. I open the map app on my phone and check the route, and the address isn't too far from the cafe. Maybe. I'll do it myself. Let me handle this delivery. It doesn't seem far, so I should be back in no time. A37 hesitated momentarily, which is quite rare for him, before looking me up and down and finally nodding. I really appreciate your help. Be careful on the way. He catches up with me after I have collected the items for delivery, apparently having thought of something else. That area isn't very safe. I'd suggest getting back here as soon as the delivery's been made. Don't hang around. For some reason, A37's serious expression makes me think of parents dropping their children off at school. I have to successfully deliver this order and prove myself to him. After all, I too have been hustling in Wonhan City for a long time. Lotus Gardens is surrounded on all sides by verdant green spaces, making it an oasis of calm in the middle of the hustle and bustle of the city. Entering it is like being transported to a different world, where none of the noise of the nearby commercial area can be heard. All the residences here are large detached houses, which makes my destination easy to find. I follow the directions easily, eventually stopping in front of one particular building. Block C, number 2. This is the place. After pressing the doorbell, I'm greeted not with the usual ding-dong, but the soft tinkle of a bell. Chitting, chitting. The house owner clearly isn't far away, as the bell was barely fallen silent when the metal door, complete with intricate carvings, is opened, and a well-dressed, middle-aged man with silver hair appears. He stands in the doorway and looks me up and down. Who might you be? I greet him politely after double-checking the name on the order. Saturn. Hi, are you Mr. Saturn? I'm Saturn, but... The man's gaze holds a trace of suspicion. I quickly look down, remembering that I changed out of my uniform and into something short-sleeved and informal, given the blistering heat. It isn't at all surprising that this gentleman doesn't realize I'm from Eternity. I'm with Eternity, sir. I've come to deliver your order. We hope you enjoy it. Saturn seems an amiable man, thanking me and taking the delivery before giving it a quick look with a satisfied expression. I seem to recall the delivery person... Sorry, this is Saturn. I seem to recall the delivery person for Eternity was a young lad, pretty tall with a darker complexion. Did he not come to work today? I'm surprised that Saturn knows 837, but then I remember his reaction. Could something unpleasant have happened during a previous delivery? Either way, I'd better cover for him. We have a lot of orders today, so he's taking care of another area. Aha, I see. No wonder Eternity has become a viral hit. Seems there are many others like me who cannot resist your delicious offerings, yet don't wish to stand in line in this heat. It's a great honor for us to be appreciated by everyone. I believe having staff such as yourself is another secret of Eternity's success. May I, in turn, have the honor of inviting you to enjoy this refreshing beverage? Sir, I'm not sure. I don't think I should be taking drinks from strangers. Seeming to sense my doubts, Saturn's face becomes apologetic. My apologies. It was so delightful speaking with you that I forgot my manners. No offense meant. Nevertheless, if possible, I would still like to share this with you. I had originally invited another guest, you see, only to receive notice just now that he is unable to come. Alas, it would be a terrible shame if all the delicious nibbles and drinks go to waste. Therefore, if there was even the teeniest possibility, it would be my pleasure to invite you to partake of this fare with me. I'm a bit hesitant about accepting Saturn's invitation. Yeah, chat, I don't know. We got warned by 837. We're gonna turn this down. This is sus. Saturn's expression seems sincere, but we've never met before after all. And before I'd left, 837 warned me that this place was not safe. While I can't put my finger on what exactly isn't safe, I have no reason to disbelieve him. I'm very sorry, sir, but the cafe's rules don't allow us to stay too long with customers. Which they don't. Ah, well, that is a pity. I do hope we have the chance to meet again. And should we do, you be sure to accept my invitation then, Of course. Regardless, common courtesy is the least I can do. I nod, agreeing to Saturn's next time invitation. After getting back to the cafe, I recall Saturn's reaction. Had 837 often made deliveries there before? Pondering this, I decided to ask Reina. That customer today, Saturn, does he often order deliveries? Saturn? No, not at all. That peculiar order certainly jumped out at me, and if I recall correctly, today is the first time he's placed an order with us. I'm totally surprised by Reina and Nami's answer. I honestly thought Saturn had asked about 837 because he often made the deliveries, but now it seems that wasn't the case. Did they know each other from before? It's a shame that 837 is a very private person. I'll try to ask him about this when he might feel more inclined to share. Yet another busy day has flashed by. I've discovered that delivering orders is yet another new experience. Over the next few days, if there are more of this kind of nearby deliveries, maybe I could give 837 a hand. Well, there we go. We didn't get killed. I'd say that's successful. And as I mentioned earlier, this episode's been running on for quite a while already, so we'll go ahead and end it there. Just have a little visual novel break between the Mahjong grind. But I hope you have if you like the video, I hope you give it a like and subscribe. It really helps small channels like this one grow and reach a wider audience. And I hope you have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Goodbye.